Hi, today we're going to be showing you how to pot a plant in your household, or you can use this for outdoors too. We're going to be using a white birds of paradise, very simple. In order to have proper root growth, we want to go ahead and make sure we're doing this properly. So to begin, first we're going to need a few things. You can use a spade with this. Actually, I'm just going to use my hand. We have whatever the root base is of the actual plant. We want to make sure we have a potter that is at least twice the size. If it's too big, actually, then the roots won't take a hold. So from here, what we technically do is also you want to make sure your pot here has a drainage system. If it doesn't, you want to make sure you drill a hole. Actually, you can do several ones, but make sure it doesn't crack. So when you do that, you want to use a masonry type bit. From there, what we want to do then is in the inside of the pot, we want to go ahead and fill it full of either rocks or stones or something like that, so the water doesn't collect on the bottom, and then there's proper drainage. Now, I, living in the city, don't have access to a lot of bricks or stones or anything like this, but yet there is tons and tons of stuff you can get out of the trash or anywhere. People throw away plates, or actually I have broken plates that I actually keep. So from there, what we want to do is go ahead and fill up the base full of the plates. You could actually, which I recently read, is if you don't know a usage for your old water bottles, the plastic water bottles, you can put those at the bottom too, using all of this. Now, if you do use broken plates, remember it for the next time when you take out the soil to replant your next pot, because you could possibly get cut. What we want to do is go ahead. I got, when you go to your growers, look for, there's many different types of potting soil. Here I have one that has a 6-month lifespan, being that it will help with the nutrients. Also, what we're going to do is once we get some in, we're going to put in some plant food, which I highly recommend for anything to start off with, so it helps with fertilizing and taking the roots so they get a solid foundation. This soil should look, it should be this good black color, just to let you know. And don't, when I go ahead and repot plants too, I always like to use new soil, or you can use a compost if you have. Put in one bag of soil. So from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, read the directions if you need to aid for 6 inches, but what I'm going to go ahead and do, because the plant is going to be sitting a little lower, I want to go ahead and put some in now and sprinkle it into the soil. And you can use your spade for this if you like. I'm actually just going to get some of this in. What we want to do is to help start the growth of the actual plant. We want to go in and rip it up. If you have a spade and it's too hard, take your spade, you can go in. You don't want to hurt it too much, but you can open it up. Also, you want to go around all the bottom. Like here, you want to just help it start to grow. So you don't have to do it too much, just gently. Go from around the sides and also the bottom. So, from here, what we want to do is I take a little off the top. Now, when you go to plant something, I know you can't see me and it might be good on this. When you go to plant something, you want to make sure it's not too high and not too low. If it's too high, then the water will drain off, and then at the very top, and then you won't get it in the bottom. Too low, and it will not take. Know your plant before you plant it. You want to make sure about the sun. Does it need full sun? Does it need partial sun? This white birds of paradise actually requires southern sun, and it requires a lot of sun. So this is just one type of plant, but with each it's different requirements. So before you even go to plant your plant, indoors or outdoors, know the specifications of what's going to require for your plant. So, and actually birds of paradise require the root system to be very moist. From there, what we want to do is, if you have a pitcher, this is what I'm using, you want to make sure to fully water the root system. So I'm going to get a couple more waters and pour it in here, and I hope this was helpful.